Welcome to Rock Your Talk with Leisa Reid. I am Leisa Reid. Excited to be here with our guest, Sheri Berke. Welcome to the show, Sheri. How are you?
I'm great. I am so excited to be here, Lisa.
Oh, good. I'm excited you're here too. And you're going to be sharing about how to go from stagnating business to flourishing business. So we're going to hear some really cool tips from Sheri in just a moment. And a little bit about me and our show. I love to interview experts and hear their top 3 tips on how to be awesome at whatever it is that they do so they can spread that news to you. I'm the founder of Get Speaking Gigs Now. I work with speakers on how to get booked, stay booked, and then attract their ideal clients through speaking. I also have the honor of being a trainer for Productive Learning. And at Productive Learning, we help people. When you hear people say like that their thinking is really important and their mindset's really important and that you should change your thinking to change your life, we're then left with a bunch of great sayings, but not always the tools of how would one do that. And at Productive Learning for 30 years, we've been helping people do that. How do you literally go in there, start to understand the thoughts that you don't know are there that are affecting your life, and how do you shift them and change them to serve what you really actually want? And you can go to productivelearning.com for a free gift, which is a course called New Thinking for New Actions, and actually get started on that right now. So that's at productivelearning.com/gift, a gift to all of our listeners. And today, like I said, we're going to be talking to Sheri. And Sheri, tell us a little bit about you. Like, why are we talking about moving your business from stagnation to flourishing?
Well, especially in the current times where people are in transition from one spot to another and they may be stuck at home, it's one of those kinds of concepts that is timeless and relevant. I had spent a great deal of time working in corporate America and with a lot of businesses in finance and working on projects. And what I started to see were things in that environment that when I stepped into the entrepreneurial world were so applicable. And so those are some of the things that I share with my clients, and I'm delighted to share with your audience today.
Very cool. All right, hit us with our first tip. How do we go from stagnating business to flourishing business?
Well, the first thing you have to do is know where you are. If you don't know where you are, you certainly can't move from that spot. It's like going on vacation. If you don't know where you want to go, you're going to stay at home. So you need to understand where home base is and look really hard at what's working, what's not working, what maybe needs to change, and really do a good assessment of where you are today. And
can I ask a question? So does
absolutely.
that mean, because I know you specialize in the money stuff for people. So does that mean like really looking at like your sales, your numbers? Is that what you mean by where you are? Not so much your location, but like where is the health of your business?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. It's where are your numbers? What's your sales volume? What is your current customer profile? What are the success factors that you have in your business? What does your balance sheet look like? Or if you're not totally comfortable with numbers, what does your expenses look like? Where are you spending your cash on? Okay. Or what does your debt picture look like? So you know a real good assessment of where your business is right now.
And I would imagine for someone like you who's really good at that stuff and comfortable and really loves that type of activity, that's where your expertise can come in, because I am sure that there are people who do not like that part of business. They want to do what, like say if you're an acupuncturist, like, well, you don't, and this is not a blanket statement, but just say like, maybe you're like, you love giving acupuncture, but you don't love looking at your reports and your books and your numbers and stuff like that. So that would be where someone could rely on someone like you who enjoys that kind of stuff. Yes?
Absolutely. And I understand the language of numbers.
Mhm.
And one of my core strengths is I can translate that into your language.
Perfect.
And it's important, even if you don't like it, to have an understanding of the information you get from your accounting system or from your bookkeeper.
Mhm.
So you know where you stand. And there's lots of different things that, well, I could talk on for days
Sure, sure, of
about
course.
numbers, and I understand not everybody is as
Mhm.
comfortable with that
Mhm.
subject. So,
Okay,
but
cool.
anyway,
What's your second
and
tip for us?
well, the second tip is like I started to talk about that vacation. You have to know where you want to go. And in business, to be flourishing, you have to know what that looks like. What does success look like? Is it more sales? Is it, if you're a brick and mortar, is it additional locations? Is it maybe a additional line of products or services? Where do you want to go? It's not just a number. It's not, oh, I want to be a six-figure business or I want to be a seven-figure business. It's some of the other details one step below that. So you have a real good picture of what life looks like when you're flourishing.
Mm.
So you can fix that in your mind. And it's like that being that guides you no matter where you are and
Mhm.
helps you in identifying when you've arrived.
Oh, okay. Yes, of course. It makes sense that you would have a clear, I mean, on so many levels that you want to have a clear picture of where you want to go. Whether it's, I call it mixing strategy and magic. Like you want to have a good vision of where you want to go, but you also need to have a strategy of how you're going to get there. Love it. And then,
Exactly.
yeah, so we're like right on the same page. What's
We
your,
are.
yeah.
And the third step is what you just said, is really having that strategy, that roadmap. And I know a lot of times uh, making a business strategy is like looking at numbers. Many business owners are like, I don't know about strategy.
Mhm.
But what it is that pathway to get from where you are right now to that picture of where you want to be going. And it's the steps along the way. If you want to expand your business, it might mean you need to find a business loan, or you might need to find another source of capital. Maybe it's um, looking for a business partner. If you want to expand, it might be doing the research on the markets of where you want to go. If you want to take an existing product line and open it to another one, another group of customers, what would that customer look like? And what might be the message that you would then direct to them, which is different than your existing customers? And it's just a series of decisions that you would need to be making along the way
Mhm.
to get to that flourishing, that vision that you've had of flourishing.
Wonderful. How beautiful. Yeah, it makes so much sense, right? And these are things that like it's like sometimes we know we're supposed to do this, but then we get sidetracked and we get busy and overwhelmed with whatever's in front of us as business owners. We can start looking at the trees, and you're saying we also have to step back and look at the forest. You know, we got to have a plan um, for long term and short term, is what it
Mm-hmm.
like. You're talking more
Well,
like bigger picture.
yes. And where that's of value when you're down there in the trees is it can help you step up a little higher and see the forest.
Mhm.
So if you're lost and you're kind of going over this way, when you really should be going over this way, that roadmap really helps you and understand the course corrections along the way.
Absolutely. And then where can people find out information? Or I think you might have a free gift for people. Is that right?
I do. I have a gift called 10 Secrets to a Successful Business. And it's my contact information is included. I have a website called the Reinvention Playbook. So it's, I can also, .com.
Okay.
Yes. So I can be discovered there as well.
So the reinventionplaybook.com, go get your 10 free, tell me 10 free, what is it?
10 secrets.
10 secrets.
For a successful business.
Wonderful. 10 secrets for a successful business. And you can get that. So thank you, Sheri, for that generous gift. Okay. So I have one bonus question for you. I don't know you well enough to know the answer to this. So I'm so excited to ask you this question. It has nothing to do with what we've talked about so far.
Okay.
But what is this show is called Rock Your Talk. So what, do you have a favorite or top favorite rock band or rock singer that you like?
I think I would have to say the Rolling Stones.
Oh yes, a very.
I am
still doing it. Yeah,
yeah, they are rocking it still.
They are still rocking it, and they're amazing. I was actually just watching them on a couple months back when they did they all zoomed in and did a concert for I think when we were in sheltering in place, there was a fundraiser for everybody, so that was pretty cool. They're an amazing band. Well, thank you for rocking your talk with us, Sheri. That's Sheri Berke. And thanks for sharing your tips with us. For us, I can't even talk today. My goodness. For those of you listening, make sure to subscribe and so that you can get more tips from other experts. And of course, be kind to yourself today. If you haven't done that yet, make sure to take a moment to do that and be kind to somebody else too. And we will see you on the next episode. Thank you so much.
Thank you.